And again, back it goes to the single setback. Dancing his way through. Spun forward. 42. Still trying to drive the legs a little bit here. And driving forward to the 47-yard line. How about that? That's what you call finishing a run. Michael Callahan Harris. Wow. 18 yards on the carry. It was basically 12. He went another 6. Quick throw here to the near side. Olsen caught, immediately hit down at about the 46-yard line. On the tackle there was Trenton Gupton.
Picked up 8, 2nd and 2 at the Columbine 45.
So 2nd down and 2 now. Olsen again here, the single receiver at the bottom part of your screen. They go back up the middle, and there is nowhere to go. And suddenly Pickett forward, he might have the first down. How about that? Steinhoff did a good job of jumping away from the defender, the first contact that was coming, and is able to get close to a first down. In the meantime, the Rebel that is down kind of got caught up in the mix there. And he is flat down on his face. He got caught up in the mix there. He got turned around at the line and tried to reach back and tried to grab a hold of the runner, and I think may have twisted something, but we'll see. 9:56 left to go here in this third quarter. We got a lot of game to play. So just under 10, always kind of scary here with a player down, particularly being face down. The trainers get out there and coaches come out to talk to him. Andy Lowry is going to come out here and check on. We can't quite spot the number. I certainly don't want to start cherry picking guys out. Always tough when there's a pileup, though. Sometimes guys do get caught up in it. I think this was the player that was trying to reach back and then kind of got caught in the mix as he spun out of a block and then tried to spin back and get back to try to make the tackler slow the runner down, and then kind of got caught in the mix of everybody running over him. We're glad you're tuned in to Stream It Sports here. Find out more about some of your favorite players for the Chargers. You can go to Facebook. Like them there. Facebook.com/Chatfield football. Starting to see temperature drop below freezing here at the Fed Center, which is across the street essentially. About 32 degrees, so it's certainly chilly. Well, he got the down lineman rolled over here. There's a lot of guys over talking to him, though. Certainly a concern when a player's face down, and we did see his legs move a couple of times, but he just didn't want to move and make sure everything was okay. They've got him up, and both sides will certainly give him a nice hand. Kind of got caught up in the mix there. Trenton Custer, and coming up with barely any help needed. So that's good to see. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, but as I said, he just kind of got caught in that jumble of players. So here we sit, just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. First down and 10 from the Columbine 43. Kyle Winkler will bring him up. Slot left. Single running back in the backfield. Winkler, smoke route to the outside. Got a good block out there, and this one's going to come back. We saw the flag come out. Olsen makes the catch. I think they are going to get potentially Steinhoff on the block there from his slot position.
Personal foul, face mask, number 46, defense. In the face mask, that will be out around the end of the run. First down.
Take that back. Was the defender trying to get to Olsen there and then ended up making the tackle by using the face mask. So my apologies to Steinhoff and also to Olsen. Moving ahead 15 yards. Chatfield ready to go to work. First down and 10 from the 24 at Chatfield. Winkler. Play action, rolling right. He will fire this one out. Caught on the far side. Out of bounds he goes near the 10-yard line. And that's Olsen with the catch on the far side. He's been working all night against Emory Taylor. First down and 10.
First and 10 at the 12. Play good for 12.
Winkler ready to go back to work. Quick smoke route to the slot receiver, trying to get to the outside. Well played by the Columbine defense. Olsen is upended. Taylor is there on the play. Second and 8. Winkler to the running back, spinning into the line, down to about near the 7-yard line. And that's Murphy that time on the carry. On the tackle, Drake Cantu, one of the guys that was there, quickly up to the line. Here come the Chargers. And now Columbine, what's it called, timeout. Suddenly the pace is getting a little fast. Don't want him to get into any kind of rhythm, but we called the timeout, and Chatfield's already in the red zone here, trying to answer back. Chargers fell behind 7-0. Quince quickly came back and answered with about a 74-yard drive. Made it 7-0. They didn't score it again, they being Chatfield, to take the lead, and they haven't given up that lead up until this point when McDonald busted it 67 yards for a touchdown. Chargers playing from behind again here. Depending on what poll you look at, there's a lot of them. Xfinity's got one. Chassanow.com or .org has one. ColoradoPreps.com has one. Columbine not in the ColoradoPreps.com realm. Oh, boy. Hard count. They'll take half the distance to the goal. Winkler did it again. He did it twice in that first quarter. It's the third time he's done it here tonight. Been a while since they actually have gotten the Rebels to jump. But, boy, this is a big one. Give them half the distance to the goal. Get it down just outside the 3-yard line. Winkler, give it off. And stepping through, tackles, falling forward. Did he get there? Almost. Murphy on the carry. Winkler quickly up under center. Do you give it to him again? Or do you go to the air? Again, Murphy bouncing to the outside, falling forward. Touchdown, Chatfield. Well, if at first you don't succeed, huh? Brendan Murphy, second touchdown here tonight, second attempt there on that drive. And he takes it in from 1 yard out. And an extra point away from tying this thing up again. Matt Roback is in there, and now a penalty. Seeing a few more flags coming out here tonight, or I should say in the second half. Oh, Rebel lined up in the neutral zone, so, well, half the distance doesn't make as much of a difference here for the point after try. Throwback ready. Low snap. Good job by the holder, though, to scoop that one up. Throwback will knock it through. So we're tied at 28. 8:34 left to go in the third quarter, and we're not done yet with the scoring, I don't think. Tell you what, both offenses have almost done exactly what they wanted. Columbine's punted the ball once. Chatfield hasn't had to punt yet, but they've turned the ball over a couple of times. Columbine's turned it over on downs. 8:34 to go here. We're in the third quarter. Eight minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the third quarter here from Jeffco Stadium, tied at 28. Chatfield and Columbine. Long way to go before this one is over. Glad you're with us. Stream at sports.com. Find chatfieldfootball.com. Find out about your favorite Chargers. Kick taken at the 10-yard line here, and quickly ahead to near the 27-yard line. Looked like Zach Smith, I believe. So first and 10, Rebels' turn now. Well, for the Chatfield defense here, they've got to figure something out. You got to figure out a way to stop, of course, the guy. And you know who I'm talking about. That's number 2, Bernard McDonald. They've got a snoop full of him the last 4 years. Hard to stop. Try to contain him, certainly. Tate running out the option. They give it to the first man through. Aparicio will take it just off guard on that left side. So 4 yards in a cloud of dust, almost 5. They call it 2nd and 5 on the board here. 8:04 left to go in the third quarter. Clock rolling, under 8 now. Tate under center, full house backfield. They haven't changed things up. Somebody moved. Saw the defender move. We'll see if he reacted to an offensive lineman, but the defender was pretty close. Yeah. Just a hair early.
Now a half yard short of a first at the 37.5, second down.
So 7:54 left to go here in the third quarter. Columbine and Chatfield. Glad you're along with us. Tied at 28. Columbine's got the ball back here. Long way to go before this game is over with here. Glad you're listening on stream at sports.com. Aparicio spin it forward. Looked like he was nearly stopped at the 41. Ends up getting ahead of the 45 here. We're going to spot it right down at the 45. It'll be first and 10, Columbine. Late kickoff tonight, 7:30. Doubleheader, of course. Green Mountain and Dakota Ridge matched up earlier, and Dakota Ridge came out on top. Battle there in Class 4A. Tate ready to go. First down and 10. Tate gives it up. McDonald trying to get to the outside. Well, breaks one tackle, getting pushed, and nice stiff arm, and he'll take it out to about the 48-yard line. Boy, and Murphy got a snootful, and I use that again, but he got a stiff arm right in the face. McDonald able to get a couple of extra yards out of it. Got 6. So 2nd and 4 coming up here. Certainly feels like football weather. It's chilly. 32 degrees at the Fed Center, which is essentially across Kipling here from Jeffco Stadium. Glad you're with us. 7:27 to go in the third quarter. Rebels driving to try to get the lead back here against Chatfield. Chargers answered with their own big drive, and somebody moved for the Rebels.
Full start, number 77 offense. Only a 5-yard penalty. Second out.
Ball back to the Columbine 46.
Love the crowd here. Columbine on the near side here, Chatfield fans on the far side. Everybody knows everybody. This is certainly, it's hard to say in Class 5A, maybe when you get into some of the DPS rivalries. But these two schools just miles apart from each other. Everybody, in fact, some of these guys between the Chargers and the Rebels probably went to junior high or middle school together. There's Aparicio dancing his way forward to about the 50-yard line. Got back what they lost on the procedure penalty, essentially, as he takes it right to the 50.
Third down, 5 to go from the 50 again.
So 3rd and 5 coming up here. Doing the best we can to kind of pick out some of the tacklers here for Chatfield, but because of the number situation, and they've got gold numbers basically on the white uniforms, tough to see. Gator in on that tackle, though. You could say that almost every time. Tate to McDonald. McDonald now trying to bounce the outside, puts the foot in the ground. He is knocked back, got a yard, and then driven backward.
After about a yard. 4th and 4 to 49.
How about that? Gator, Murphy. A couple of guys that were in on that. And now it's 4th and 4, and we see where they sit. Rebels going to have to punt this one away. Don't want to give it to Chatfield with a short field. Aparicio will do the punting. Odell is back deep. Well, always a question whether you fake it, maybe. Not going to happen. Aparicio, little rugby-style kick, will get the bounce, taken at about the 10-yard line here, trying to slip his way through. Odell up to the 20-yard line. Nice return of about 10 yards. So Sean Odell did a nice job stepping through a couple of tacklers there. And it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 20. And Kyle Winkler and Chatfield's offense will come out. Ready to go. Last time Chatfield fell behind 7-0, they scored 14 unanswered points. Not only tied it up, but took the lead back. Let's see what happens here. Winkler will reset a man to the left side, and he will hand it off here, and wham! Nowhere to go. Say hello to Chris Bergman. Bergman shed a block. Well, he sacked Winkler at the end of that first half. He has really begun to step it up. In fact, they go up the middle here. Step through to about the 29-yard line. Callahan Harris with the carry this time. They go between Callahan Harris, Murphy, and, of course, Odell. Callahan Harris is a single setback this time, and he's going to get the ball again. Spins out of a tackle, still on his feet. To the outside he goes, cuts it back up the middle now, breaking tackles. And he'll take it to about the 48-yard line. Tyler Goodwin on the tackle from his safety spot. How about Michael Callahan Harris? Getting better as the game goes along. Quickly to the line. Chargers ready to go to work again. Long count. Back to the ground they go. Nowhere to go. Callahan Harris upended. Reed Harris is there, the senior. Zipping through from his linebacker spot. He's the Mike linebacker most of the time. Winkler. Play action pass. Setting the screen up. Bounced it. Because he was under immense pressure. Looking for Steinhoff, but the blitz coming that time from Sean Spry. And the senior DB blitzing there, the corner blitz. Winkler couldn't get rid of it with any force. 3rd down and 10. 5-step drop. Looking here to the near side and throws too high. Olsen had cut off his route. Well, my apologies. That's not Olsen over there. That was actually Zanier. And guess who? Emery Taylor on the coverage. Boy, they've been picking on him, and he's been up to the task most of the time. 4th down and 10. Are they going to go for it? Still looking to the side. Let's see. Rugby-style kick, and that was blocked. Ball in the air. Columbine saw it. How about that? Jason White partially blocks the rugby-style kick, so great field position here for Columbine as they get the ball back. 4:07 left to go in the third quarter. So from their own 37 now. Michael Tate up under center. Chatfield defense has to step up. McDonald working his way down the line. He'll be tackled just short of the 40-yard line. There's Berry in there on the tackle.
After the 40, 7-7.
3:36, clock rolling here in the third quarter. Columbine hustles to the line here. They took a little while there in the huddle. They'll split 2 receivers to the left side, looking to pass. Tate out to Aparicio out in the flat there, and he is upended at about the 44-yard line. Well played on the far side. That's our guy, Lucas Gunkel, making another play. Gunkel, big in that first half. Called his name once here in the second half, but that's a big tackle. Brings up a 3rd and about 2.5 here. Columbine has to get the ball to the 47 for a first down. They'll split receivers here to the near side. Different looking formation. Give it to McDonald. Why not? Trying to bounce his way through. Now cuts it back. Got a blocker out front. That'll be Tate. Gives him 1 block. 50-yard line. Here he comes. Still on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds. He was ushered out here on the near side. Jake Schenkel able to get him out of bounds, but it's another chain mover for Columbine here. McDonald started left and then came back, and then Michael Tate threw a nice block out front and sprung him for a short time. So the ball at the Chatfield 37 now, first down and 10 for Columbine. They're trying to get the lead back here. As we said, this one's going to come down to the end, we believe. 2 receivers left side now. They're trying to spread the field out a little bit. Aparicio up the middle. Great job to get forward to about the 30-yard line. Down around the shoestrings, basically, was Maurice Barley. Aparicio was trying to step through. Barley just had a hold of those feet. But a big first down play. Got 7 out of it. 2nd and 3 now. 2 receivers left side again. Tate will give it to McDonald, going short side of the field, looking for a blocker. Tries to push his way forward. Noses ahead to near the 26-yard line. That's close enough for a first down, maybe. Let's see. They're looking at it. Whitecap says, move it. 1st and 10. Columbine 4-1 coming in here. Their first loss, they lost to Arapahoe last week. First time they lost to the Warriors in nearly 2 decades. Mike Campbell couldn't remember the last time they beat him. He'd been on the staff for a while. Whoop, Tate fumbled. Oh, flag goes, whistle flies. Tate never got that snap. Wow, that could have been disastrous, but I think the center ended up going before everybody else. Or tried to snap it as the guard had moved about the same time. Tate wasn't ready for it. You've seen Columbine go to a little different formation here. They'll throw a couple of receivers off to one side or the other, usually the wide side of the field. Not that they're going to pass the ball. They're trying to spread the defense here a little bit. And there we go. We'll run receivers either side. Base set I formation here. Aparicio is the fullback. McDonald the I-back. Kept by Tate. Caught by Aparicio. He picked it off the grass. Got the first down as he's up to about the 23-yard line. Somehow the fullback is almost never accounted for by the defense. They just kind of let him slip out there. Gunkel has to make the tackle. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. The Rebels had stayed basically in their base set, which is a full house backfield, but now they're starting to mix it up. Pro set, receivers either side now. Tate, long look. And they give it off. McDonald bounced to the outside, and he is caught from behind. Odd to say, but he really is caught from behind that time. Well played by Jake Schinkel. As McDonald was looking for a place to cut, he certainly had not gotten it out of even second gear, I don't think. And Schinkel just kept running down the line and got him. Rebels willing to let the clock run out to end this third quarter. Well, I tweeted it out at Lopes News Sports and said nothing decided yet at halftime. I'm going to do the same thing here in the third quarter. Nothing decided yet. We'll throw 12 minutes up on the board. And the neighborhood rivalry will continue here. Chatfield defense on their heels a little bit here, trying to bow the backs and stop Columbine. Glad you're with us. Stream at sports.com. Come back, check in with us as the Chargers make their way through the Super Six and into the playoffs. We hope we're back here along with you. Oh, and hey, check out the Chargers Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Chatfield Football. You can find them there. Like them.
On the west side, the Columbine side. If you are Grayson Ford or you know Grayson Ford, come up to the...
Well, I figured this might be a good one. I do some work for ColoradoPreps.com and specifically picked this one out as one of the big previews in Class 5A. Knowing that Columbine been beat the week before, Chatfield, a quiet 5-0 coming in. This is going to be a big test for the Chargers. Columbine, perennial power. Chargers, very good each season. They want to take it to another level. Beat Columbine, that's how you do it. Tate will keep it. Look at the pass. Fires it over the middle. Nearly picked off. Good coverage over on the far side.
Looking for number 99, Jason White, 4th and 4th at 20.
Well, thank you, Mr. PAA guy. Tanner Lewis over there on the coverage. I couldn't tell if it was a 16 or an 18. I know you could see it pretty well on the web stream here. It's tough to see for us with the gold numbers. So a huge 4th down and 4 coming up right here. Back to the base set for the Rebels. Chatfield defense, bow in the backs. Can they get it done here? We'll have to wait and see. A timeout called by Columbine. They wanted to see what kind of defense Chatfield was going to come out in when they come out in their base defense. You can bet what's going to happen now is Columbine's probably going to come out in one of those sets. They've gone with a split backfield, receivers either side. They put 2 receiver sets out on the wide side of the field. We've seen them go to 2 receivers either side in an I formation here in the second half. They didn't do a lot of that in the first half. That has made Chatfield have to get out of their comfort zone. They had started to, you could see things were starting to work, and they were loading up in the box against that tight set and the full house backfield that the Rebels had. So it's made the Chargers adjust a little bit here and see something a little different. Let's see if Columbine comes out in the same offensive set here. 4th and 4 coming up. They're at the Chatfield 20-yard line. They've got to get it down. It's got to go inside the 16. The way that the first down marker is set, you've got to get it inside the 16 to get a first down. Oh, the Chatfield players urging on the fans, say, let's go. Biggest play of the game to this point. 4th and 4. Tate under center. Flips it back on the end around, looking for room. McDonald, he got there. Just got there. The tackle made by Jake Schinkel got around the legs, but where they're going to spot it, that's a first down. He just got there. And a little extra for the white cap that time. Well, everybody out there in the field and in the stands knows how big that play was. He got it. So the Chargers defense going to have to strap it on again. First down and 10 from the Chatfield 16. Here they come. Full house backfield. Everybody's in tight again. Tate to Aparicio. To Munson. Somebody moved.
Now the ball on the Chatfield 21, first and 15 to Columbine.
Cheerleaders in full voice, so is the crowd here. Columbine on the near side, Chatfield fans on the far side. We can hear the Charger fans too when they get loud, that's for sure. Everybody in tight. First and 15 now after the procedure penalty. Follow play by Tate, and he's tackled from behind, got to about the 15. There's Barley in on the tackle that time. Shed a tackle and caught Tate. Tackled him forward, though. He got about 5 out of it. Gave him 6, make it second down and 9. Rebels have had the ball for a very long time. Tate give it to Munson. Munson hit, and he got a couple, and now he's driven backwards. Right in the middle of a lot of that action was Wilson George. George was there. Barley was there. Just for good measure, Matt Gator was there as well, but a host of Chatfield defenders flying to the ball that time. Got about 2.5, makes it 3rd and 7 for Columbine. Chatfield defense almost there. Bow in the backs, trying to stop him. A set now, they'll reset to the right side with a tight end set up over there. Give it to McDonald, run to the strong side, slips one tackle, bounce to the outside, still at his feet, headed to the end zone, touchdown, Columbine. Bernard McDonald. Wow, how about 5 touchdowns? I'm running out of words to describe the senior running back. I really am. He absorbed a couple of tackles, kept his balance, which is just superb, and then turned on the jets. A 13-yard touchdown run, his 5th touchdown tonight.
Just a quick thing to be more specific about the cell phone. It is a profile of an Austin Hunt, this latest cell phone that's been turned in.
I love when the PA announcers make announcements like that because everybody reaches for their cell phone. It's exactly what I did. I went, did I? No, I got it. Well, the player down over there, we did not spot the number over there, but he got caught up trying to get out in front of McDonald. Checking on the left leg, though. I can say it is now cold. Just got to that point. We see him up. He's going to get some extra help. Well, and for Chatfield, that's Brendan Murphy. Boy, and Murphy's not putting any weight on that leg. Well, that's one of your running backs there too. That's tough. No pressure on that left leg anyway. So we wish him the best. We'll keep an eye on him over on the sideline there. Extra point attempt coming. Jeremy Aparicio will do the honors. Jake Lowry is the holder for Columbine here. Kicks up and good. Columbine's got the lead back here. It is their third lead of the game, 35-28. 9:57 left to go. Well, and
many teams are faced with pain or own.
We've seen lead changes here from both teams. We saw the Chatfield defense bow in the backs here a little bit. It was like you thought they had them stomped. Columbine went on 4th and 4, able to just get it done. McDonald gets 4.5 yards out of it, and then suddenly they get down inside the red zone. Looks like you're slowing them down, and then McDonald busts one for 13 yards. So Bernard McDonald has touchdown runs of 45 yards, of 10 yards, 13 yards there, of 67 yards, and of 4 yards, which I think I threw out there. I'm going to do the quick math here. He's got almost 140 yards on the touchdown runs alone. Aparicio. Well, back him up 5 yards here. A false start. Somebody got across the line. And let me add it up here real quick. McDonald, 59 yards, and then they 126 yards, add 13 onto it, 139 yards on his 5 touchdown runs. Just 139 yards here. He's over 1,000 yards for the season now. And he has 18 touchdowns total on the season. Every team in the Super 6 will be very happy to see Bernard McDonald graduate in May. He has been a phenomenal player. Well, Chargers got a little bit of work, plenty of time to do it. 9:57 left to go here in the game. I should say in regulation, because I get that feeling. Taking it the 6-yard line now, looking for some room. Lowers his head, will get to about the 28-yard line, and a nice return there. Odell with the return.
First and 10 at the 29.
Boy, he's been busy tonight, and they've run him all over the place. From slot receiver to running back. They've even split him out wide a couple of times. Kyle Winkler and Chatfield ready to go to work here. Slot left set. And they'll give it off. Ibeck got a little bit of room there, up to about the 38-yard line, and a nice run. Remember that Murphy was hurt. There's Callahan Harris there, but remember now, Brendan Murphy went off. So it's going to be between Callahan Harris and Odell. And it's been Callahan Harris mainly in the backfield here. Winkler rolling right. Looking for room now as he steps through, and he is sacked. 46. That's Darlin Chavez. Chavez just kept running down the line as Winkler was trying to pick his way through and actually trying to look downfield at the same time. 2nd and 13 now. Slot right. They'll give it off. Callahan Harris looking for room, tries to cut it back, and he's tripped up. Reed Harris got his hands around the feet and tripped him up. Just wasn't any room. Here to the near side, Callahan Harris wanted to change fields. And now a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. Got to get it to their 49-yard line for a first down. Trips right. Winkler looks like he might be checking off. Looks left, sets, fires, caught. First down. Olsen brought down at about the 44-yard line. How about that? Right in front of Emory Taylor, the safety, late getting over. That was Sean Spry. But Jarrell Olsen is there. That is huge. Well, you find a way to get Olsen back in the pattern, huh? I think that's what Winkler would like to do. Play action. Winkler still got the ball. Looking down the field and dropped. Odell, full speed. That was right on the money. Just couldn't get the pause to hold on to that cold football. Tanner DeJudice, that is, on the coverage. 8:35 to go in the game. Chatfield trying to tie things up again. I set and ahead to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5 this time. Callahan Harris on the carry. Well, you got to keep the defense honest here. That's what Winkler and Chatfield are trying to do. Brett McGatlin and his staff calling a pretty nice game here, trying to keep the Rebels off balance. Slot left, short side of the field there. Winkler can't get him to jump. Now he's going to look to the side, check off. Handoff underneath. First down, and Moore still on his feet. Bowling forward. How about that? There's a flag on the play, though. And I think that is a face mask. And he stayed on his feet. Yeah, that's who I thought that was. I was trying to double check the number there. That was Austin Steinhoff. They gave it to him sitting in the H-back spot, the underneath handoff. And now a face mask, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Winkler resets a man. Give it up. Callahan Harris ducking forward, got to about the 5. And that's Odell that time. They moved Odell back there. And Odell will now head to the slot position. He'll put Callahan Harris back. 2nd to go from the 5. There's Callahan Harris. Got some room. Up forward he goes. Touchdown, Chatfield. Jumped, made one man miss. Burst through the hole and then ran into the second wave and used his legs to drive into the end zone that time, and we're an extra point away from tying things up again. 7:24 to go in the game. How's that for an answer? And Callahan Harris has got his 2nd touchdown of the game. Big extra point. Robach, the kick is up, and it's good. Robach with the extra point, and Callahan Harris. How about that? Another answer for Chatfield. We're tied again. 5-yard touchdown run. Possible I could run out of paper here. We'll see.
Also a key to a
writing
GM
down the scores.
Into the press box. A key to a GM found on the ground has been turned into the press box. If that is your key or know someone who has it, come to the 4th floor of the press box.
Well, how about that? Want to find out? Want to learn a little bit more about your Charger football team? Go to chargerfootball.com. Schedule's up.
And it also has an STX band around it.
I follow Chatfield Football on Twitter, of course. You can do that too. You go to chatfieldfootball.com. I'm sure they've got the icon sitting right there. There it is. You can follow them. Certainly like them on Facebook. That's facebook.com/chatfieldfootball. Robach to kick it away. Give it back to Columbine. We're all tied up here. 7:24 to go in the game. Another good kick, booming kick, taken at the 5-yard line now. Trying to scoot his way through, and he'll spin down to the 25-yard line. Emery Taylor on the return. So from the 25, Columbine will come out. On the offensive side of things, some change of formations up a little bit. It ended with a Bernard McDonald 13-yard touchdown run. Chatfield answered. Michael Calhan-Harris taking it in from 5 yards out. Here we go. I set this time. Whoop. A fumble. It'll stay with Columbine. That's the second time that a play has counted where we have seen a fumble on the exchange. And we told you it is cold out there. These guys have been playing in it. There was 36 degrees at kickoff, but you get to thinking too much, and the easiest thing that you do, you take 100 of them. And the easiest thing, the center quarterback exchange suddenly goes awry. So second and long now. And that's a procedure penalty. Aparicio jumped at it from his fullback spot. Columbine suddenly going backwards here. Chatfield defense hasn't done anything yet. They haven't needed to. Now they've got a little more real estate to work with. 2nd and 17 coming up now. Columbine from their own 18-yard line. Single setback, double wing basically. They give it to McDonald trying to pick his way through, and he's tripped up. Only got to about the 21-yard line. And he basically tripped over his own guy trying to make the cut. Now a big 3rd and about 15 here. Well, a fumbled snap, a procedure penalty, and then McDonald trying to get around his own guy. Chatfield defense just flooded the hole, and McDonald ended up tripping up. 2 receivers split to the left side. Tate gives it off. Fullback's got it here. Ahead he goes. And Munson is on the run down the far sideline. And finally tripped up inside the 30-yard line. What a huge hole for Munson to run through. It was a quick hitter to the fullback, and it caught Chatfield. It was the perfect defense to be in for the offensive coordinator to make that call. Jeremy Thompson saves the touchdown. 1st down and 10 now. And they go back up the middle with it. After the big run by Munson, they go back to him. He takes it down inside the 25-yard line. Wow. 5:10 left to go. The only thing wrong with that, if you're Columbine, is now all of a sudden you're leaving too much time on the clock. You were hoping to just make a drive. Well, I'll tell you what, you were just hoping to get away from the shadow of your own goalpost. That's for sure. Tate gives to McDonald here. He bounces to the outside, still on his feet. Got one man to beat. Touchdown. Are you kidding me? He's done it 6 times. This time from 25. Bernard McDonald. Wow. This time from 25 yards. We had, 139, 144 yards just on the touchdown runs. Wow. Aparicio with the extra point here. A lot of time left. A little pressure. Oop, the ball up. That one may have been partially blocked. Did it make it there? Oh, it just got over the crossbar. Wow. Aparicio may have just barely got it underneath that one. That's like a chili dip there. It was just enough to make it. Well, that keeps it at a 7-point lead. That was actually a huge, huge extra point. So 4 minutes, 48 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And again, last team to have the ball. Is that how this is going to finish out? An undefeated start to the season is what's on the line. Also, keeping pace with everybody in the Super 6. When I say everybody, the defending champions in the Super 6, of course, Arapahoe, and then, well, Mullins 1-0. They've struggled this season, but got their first win in conference play to open up the Super 6. And then you've always got hard charging Columbine. You can beat the Rebels. That's the way to go. Taken at the 9-yard line now. Odell trying to pick his way through, and he'll lower his head and take it to about the 32-yard line. Ball popped loose, but they're going to say that he was already down. And Odell, the ball squirted away from him a couple of times here. Oh, and a flag comes out right in the middle of all of it. Let's see what this is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Chatfield. Well, it was at the 32. Now it's going to be back at the 17. Wow. I think we got it picked out who it is. Unfortunately, something came out. Dean Sage had a little something to say. And the referee took offense to it here. Blitz coming from the near side. Gets it away, though. Odell spun down. They'll give Odell progress to the 24-yard line. A lot of time left here, but Chatfield would like to speed the pace up. Again, it was still a first down and 10, so 2nd and 4 here. Give it off. There's Callahan Harris to about the 25. They'll give him the 26 here. It's going to set up a 3rd and short. Cantu on the tackle. Oh, my apologies. Steinhoff actually getting the carry that time around. Every once in a while, they'll stick Austin Steinhoff back there. They've run him on an underneath route as well. Back up the middle, close to a first down. They'll give it to him there. Gets to the 29. And that's Callahan Harris. Callahan Harris again. The lone setback again. Winkler, 5-step front, throws it out there. Slot man Odell hit, knocked down at the 35-yard line. Hangs on to it. Tyler Goodwin lowered the boom on Odell right after he caught it. Clock stops, 3:44 left to go. Driving to try to tie it. Here comes Chatfield. Slot right, they reset a receiver. Winkler gives it up. Callahan Harris hit. Still driving the legs and driven backward. Got to the 36, only a gain of about 1.5 yards. Wow, Goodwin was there again. So was Tanner the Judice. 3rd and 1. Blitz was coming. Winkler backed off. Did he see it? He will throw it out there. Caught, first down. Trying to shed a tackler. Well done. To about the 48-yard line. How about that piece of work? That is Olsen. And Jareel Olsen. How about working the hands? Tucks the ball after he makes the catch and then gets the hands out and sheds the DB. First down and 10 for Chatfield. Winkler looking. He was looking deep. There's nothing there. Now rolls here to the near side. He's going to try to turn on the Jets and get to the corner. And he will slide down at about the 40-yard line. As he went down, player actually was going down at the same time, but there is a flag on the near side here. And I think the side judge is pointing to the secondary here of Columbine. Long discussion here, but it may be defensive holding. Good guess. Yep, and it's a pass interference essentially. It's a 15-yard penalty here. It's like a pass interference, basically a face guard or a... There's holds, there's face guards, there's all kinds of things you can do. After 5 yards, you're not supposed to be touching the receiver, and that's what happened. Big penalty here, handed off, skipping his way through. He's got some room into the secondary. Driving forward to near the 12-yard line. And Michael Callahan Harris, another big run. Chains move, clock stop, 2:44 to go. 1st and 10 from the 12. Winkler gives it back. Callahan Harris trying to bounce to the outside. Into the end zone. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run for Michael Callahan Harris. That's his 3rd touchdown tonight. And now a very important extra point. Or do you go for 2? Oh, how about this? They're lining up to go for 2 in the win. Winkler looks. They want to put it on him. Brett McGatlin not messing around. Here we go. Snap. Play action. He's in trouble. Throws to the far side. Caught. The 2-point conversion is good. How about that? Find Jareel Olsen on the far side over there and let him do his work. You wondered it took so long. It took so long as Kyle Winkler's up there. They set up. They see what Columbine's in. They look to the sideline. You wonder why Columbine didn't call timeout. But then I started to think in my head that, you know what, they're not going to do this. They're actually going to see what Columbine does and then back off, call a timeout, go ahead and kick the extra point. Hey, what do I know? Coach McGatlin says, you know what, we scored it. Let's go for the 2-point conversion. Winkler to Olsen. And don't forget the 12-yard run there for Callahan Harris. Wow. Well, I started thinking after they were tying this up, I was like, oh boy, what are those rules for overtime? Don't have to worry about it now. One team's going to win one way or the other here. A lot of time left. Now again, Columbine, you know, I say this each time I cover, certainly Andy Lowry's clubs in Columbine, they're not built to go a long distance in a short period of time. Look out. Bobble ball scooped up nicely and up to about the 25-yard line. But that looked like disaster in the beginning. Oh, a hat will come in and a flag. We got a couple of flags out there now. Well, I'll tell you what, the Whitecap saw something, because when he's got to throw his hat, that means he's already thrown a flag. Huge calls coming right here. Well, as we said, Columbine is not built, but when you've got Bernard McDonald and he's already broken off a 67-yard run and a 45-yard run, Is there a 25-yard run in there too? He's scored 6 times. Yeah, 25-yard touchdown run. You've got that kind of weapon. So there's the penalties. A hold by Columbine. You run them backward.
17th penalty tonight.
Wow. First down and 15. Now, excuse me, first down and 10 from their own 15. Columbine with 2:28 left to go. Trying to drive here. McDonald caught in the backfield. Down he goes. He was looking for a little bit of room. Wasn't any on the left side, and as he tried to turn it back around, the Charger defense got in there and got him. Good job here on this near side. Give credit to Wilson George and Zach Lowe. They're the ones that forced McDonald to have to go back to the right side, and then the rest of the Chargers got there. Loss of 4. It's back at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 14. Tate gonna pass. Fire it out there. It is caught. Pushed out of bounds. Short of the first down at about the 21-yard line. On the catch there, Reed Harris. So it brings up 3rd down and a long 3 here. They've got to get the ball across the 25-yard line. You can bet it's 4-down territory because there's only 1:47 left to go. One receiver to the right side, full house backfield otherwise. Give it to McDonald now. Hops, bounces to the outside here, stiff arm on his feet. Finally tripped up and down he goes. Got to the 23-yard line and the chains will move. Oh, Schinkel just got him down. So they'll wind the clock, 1:35 to go. Columbine going to have to pick up the pace here a little bit. Split backfield, look at the pass. Tate fires it out there. Got his man, and he is tackled inbounds. And again, that's Harris. Tackle made on the far side over there by Dylan Ellis. Ellis with a big tackle to keep him in bounds. Clock still rolling here. Boy, we're going to get down to a minute here. Columbine hadn't gotten out of the huddle. Got to be a little more sense of urgency here. Tate running the option. No, they went back the other way. Oh, he's all by himself. Goodbye. End around, they didn't see it. Austin Norton. We were watching the fake come here in the near side. It fooled almost everybody. Now we've got to see here the referees trying to sort this out. I don't see a flag. Oh, there is on the far side. What do we got? Oh, wow, this one might be coming back here. No. Touchdown. Wow. We don't have the opportunity for a replay here. Tate may have even put the ball on the ground, but somehow as Norton came around, he was lined up on the left side. He came across. He ended up getting the ball. The fake carried out by everybody. McDonald running the option. Tate running the option, I should say. McDonald getting out as the pitch man. Norton, in the meantime, was running the other way. How about that? "65 yards on the touchdown run by Austin Norton, the junior. Boy, biggest touchdown of his life, potentially. 45 seconds left to go. They'll go for 2 just to do it. Tate going to keep it himself, sticks his nose in there. The 2-point conversion is good. And it's a 7-point game again. Wow. 45 seconds left to go. What a stunner here for Chatfield. I almost feel like it's right on cue every time I say it. Chatfield is not built to go long distances in a short period of time, yet they do it, and they usually do it on the ground, one way or the other. And they did it there with the 65-yard touchdown run by Austin Norton. An end around that was well disguised. Well, 7-point game. Here's the situation for the Chargers now. And depending on where this kickoff gets to, Odell would certainly like to take this one all the way back. But again, if you're Columbine, Aparicio has done a good job of kicking it deep, and Columbine's gotten down there on the special teams. They have done a nice job. Wow, they're marking off more here. The penalty, and I believe the penalty from the end of the touchdown run. Yeah, so it is marked off on the kickoff, not on the extra point. So Columbine now can essentially think this one over. Aparicio could just kick it into the end zone and say, you got 80 yards, we'll let our defense do it. You could squib it down there. I'm going to tell you the smart thing I think to do is to kick it into the end zone and just go ahead and make it be a touchback, but guarantee you it's going to be totally different. Every time I think I've got it figured out, it goes the other way. Well, neither kicker's been able to get it into the end zone on the fly here, so this is huge. Giving an extra 15 yards to Jeremy Aparicio. He could put this one into the end zone. Yep, he's just going to kick it as far as he can. Well, and he'll split the uprights, too. Well, that's a 55-yard field goal right there. Maybe he heard me say that neither one of the kickers had put it in the end zone. I wasn't bashing him, I'm just saying. Well, you're moving 15 yards ahead. He showed you, yeah, he can get it there. I think that was the plan all along, was for him to kick it as deep as he possibly could. All right, here we go. For Chatfield, Kyle Winkler. Got to go to work. Rush coming, steps up in the pocket now, and he's brought down at the 20-yard line. It will not go as a sack, but it's absolutely not what you want. And a timeout, they've got to call it here at 39 seconds left. Getting louder here on this sideline where Columbine sits. Boy, how about that? Out of the timeout we come. From the shotgun now, Winkler's got it. They'll rush 4. Throws it. Look at Olsen. Got the catch. Banged out of bounds at the 45-yard line. How does he get open? Would be the question. Goodwin got him, but wow. Winkler with a bullet. 25-yard pickup, first down and 10 now from their own 45. 33 seconds left to go. Winkler trips right, looking here to the right side, fires it, and it is caught at the 42-yard line. Threaded that one in there to Odell. Hurrying up to get to the line. Once the chain is set, they'll wind the clock. They do, and they'll spike it to stop the clock with 26 seconds left. Winkler will come to the sideline to get the call here with 26 seconds left. Well, If you were Columbine, you were feeling pretty good until that 25-yard pass to Olsen. If you're Chatfield, you've seen this before. Winkler and company can do this. Go to the slot, caught there, little hook and liner now. 30-yard line, and McDonald's there and finally takes him out of bounds. And that's Callahan Harris who got the flip there from Odell on the hook and ladder. 19 seconds left. First down and 10. Winkler from the shotgun. Here we go. Looking here to the right side. He's going to go up top. Too high. He was looking here to the near side. I believe he was looking for Zanier. Zanier tracks the football down. Clock stops with 9 seconds left, and now a timeout going to be called by Chatfield. Wow, on the coverage, the Judice was there, but that ball was thrown so high that he even wasn't going to get a hold of it. Winkler just took a shot. Man-to-man coverage out on an island. Zanier's got a touchdown catch tonight. In fact, the only touchdown catch tonight. Everything else has been on the ground for Chatfield. Wow. Perfect start is what's at stake here for Chatfield. 9 seconds left to go. Winkler from the shotgun again. He looking far side, steps up in the pocket, nowhere to go. Now steps up, fires to the end zone. Had a man deep. Did he catch it? No, he's out of the end zone. There is a flag down on the far side over there. There's 1.4 seconds left. There is a flag down though. And if it's pass interference, it is a 15-yard penalty. And again, another opportunity here for Chatfield. Here comes the call from the Whitecap. Holding defense. Wow. Winkler threw it just too deep, and Olsen couldn't get back there, but Olsen got held. So that's why he couldn't get back to the back of the end zone to set up in the first place. So here's the 10-yard walk-off, first down. 1 second left to go. Got to go to the end zone here. Then you can go for two again and try to go for the win. First things first, Winkler's got to find a way to get it in the end zone here. There is no tomorrow now. They've shown the hook and ladder play. I don't know if you go back to that. I think it's got to be in the end zone somewhere, or you find Olsen close to the end zone. Janier's shown that he can break some tackles as well, but boy, Jarrell Olsen has had a couple of, they call it the yak, yards after the catch. And Jarrell Olsen has done a nice job with that here tonight. I don't know if you risk that though. Do you go with do you set up a quick throw to the outside and let your receivers do the blocking and let Olsen try to work his way down, or did he hit Odell in the slot, a quick throw? Hoping to spread the Columbine defense up. Maybe the safeties stand all the way back at the goal line, and so you think maybe we can work our way through, or do you let Winkler simply drop back, hang in the pocket, and wait for somebody to come open and then use that rocket arm of his? It's all being sorted out. Here they come out of the huddle from the sideline. From the 18-yard line, 1 second to go. Trip set up right side. Winkler from the shotgun. Looking, steps up in the pocket now. Rolling. Got to put it up now. He'll throw it toward the end zone. It is incomplete. It is broke up. There is no flags. Zach Smith got to it and knocked it away. They were looking for Olsen here. Referee going to come together here. And the penalty is against ineligible man downfield, so Columbine wins it 50-43. Wow. For Chatfield, it looked like they may have it. Columbine had about 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. Had to take it 80 yards. Got themselves in a 3rd and long situation, deep in their own territory. Got out of that. And then an end around play for Austin Norton, 65 yards. And the fake carried out. Well, tell you what, end of the game, we see this here in high school football. The two teams come together, and these guys know each other very, very well. Austin Norton, the game-winning touchdown for Columbine. For Chatfield, boy, Michael Callahan Harris with 3 touchdowns tonight. Brendan Murphy, who ended up going out of the game, injuring what looked like his left leg. There's a couple of touchdowns here this evening. Winkler throws a touchdown pass. But the Chargers, first loss of the season here to their rivals, Columbine. They're now 5-1 on the season. Columbine also 5-1. Chargers will fall down into a tie in the Super 6 with the loss here at 1-1 with Bear Creek. Pending the outcome of the other games, they're going to sit in the middle of the pack of the Super 6. Again, the final here, Columbine wins it 50-43 over Chatfield. Thanks to everyone, and make sure you check out chatfieldfootball.com and follow them on Facebook at facebook.com/chatfieldfootball. I'm Cory Lopez. We'll talk to you again soon from Jeffco Stadium as Columbine comes out on top here over Chatfield, the final 50-43. Good night, everybody.